Are viruses and prokaryotes relevant to evolution? How large of a role do they play? Could they be inside your genes right now? If you're anything like this newscaster, these are the questions that keep you lying awake at night. Fortunately, today's news holds the long-awaited answers. So stay tuned. Mitochondria. Easily one of the most important organelles found in eukaryotic cells. Without these tiny powerhouses, your cells would not be able to produce ATP for energy. Interestingly enough, according to the theory of mitochondrial endosymbiosis, you have prokaryotes to thank. To start off, we'll go back and observe some actual footage of the earliest life forms on Earth, courtesy of our incredibly talented camera crew. Skipping ahead in the timeline of evolution, microbes have played an enormous role in human evolution as well. They've been with us from the beginning, both harming, and, yes, even helping us. According to Nathan Wolf's The Viral Storm, when human ancestors left the forest and migrated to plains due to population pressure, a population bottleneck occurred. This means that, due to many factors, the death of a large number of human ancestors and the cooking of raw meat, the microbial repertoire of our ancestors was cleansed. This sounds like a good thing, but in reality it wasn't. This made us susceptible to novel and dangerous viruses, some of which still plague us today. Speaking of plagues, there's one virus that currently plagues us in more ways than one: malaria. This deadly mosquito-spreading virus infects red blood cells and causes victims to have painful periodic attacks until, if left untreated, they eventually die. However, this isn't the only way malaria has caused us harm. A certain mutation of red blood cells, caused by faulty hemoglobin, produces sickle-shaped red blood cells. This condition is known as sickle cell anemia. People who suffered from sickle cell anemia had problematic blood flow, clotting, and many other struggles. Unfortunately, the trait for sickle cell anemia continues to be passed down, because it actually protects against malaria. This is a direct connection between viruses and human evolution. You may think your DNA consists of inherited genes, but you are only partially correct. About 8% of your genes are made up of the DNA of our next topic, endogenous retroviruses. It may not sound like much, but 8% of 3 billion base pairs adds up to quite a bit of viral DNA. When an endogenous retrovirus infects a host cell, it injects its own DNA into the DNA of its host, causing it to produce more virus cells. They are extremely dangerous and can even cause cancer. The most worrying thing about them, however, is the fact that their DNA can continue to be passed down to the offspring of their infected hosts, affecting future generations. What kind of viral DNA lies in your genes? Will it turn out to be harmful to you in the future? What effects will these retroviruses have on the human race? Today's newscast leaves you to ponder these chilling questions. Thank you for watching the Microbial News Network, and good night, listeners. Good night.